Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today you can see I'm not actually been trying. I just skip forward time. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was different troop layouts and templates, and which are good and stuff like that. So right now I'm not going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go super in depth. I mean, so yeah, let's start off. I have a couple ready. Of course, there are more divisions that's good. These ones I thought that were special. We'll start out with the Space Marines. The gold standard, I mean, it's one of the better units. I've been playing around with it for quite a bit. It's really good. Um, so yeah, but first off, let's just take a normal division that has nothing more than infantry. And let's just look at standard stuff. So with max speed, that's how fast the unit will move around the battlefield. Quite simple. HP, that is the orange bar on the division. Maybe you never thought about it, but it's this one is HP. That's how much health it has before it dies. And what I say is surrender. It capitulates, not retreat. It capitulates. And you don't want that to happen. So you need HP, and HP you most of the time get from, I would say, infantry. But yeah, so that HP organization, that's how fast we're saying in case commanders and how organized you know you can find. Yeah, but at least basically I wasn't sure if it yeah, but what I understand, it's more organization is more in total here. Okay, so organization, that's this green bar, that's you most likely focus on in warfare, because when they have full organization they will fight better. And this is because the unit, it's like, yeah, the unit is ready to fight and stuff like that. So here we can say we have bad losing stuff. But yeah, we'll go back to this screen soon. For okay, shit, this is weird. But yeah, it's basically, and when that gets to 0 they will retreat. So that's super important when fighting. HP not that much. It's not that important to focus on. Okay. Recovery rate. Yeah, that's how fast we regen. The green bar. I think it's only the green bar. Yeah, organization. Reconnaissance. That's how good a division scouts ahead on the divisions in front of it to see. Wait, just gonna skip. It's only tactics. I wasn't sure if it was what division template they had like this. You see 2 RT, 7 to 8 infantry, 1 recon, 1 RT, 1 anti-tank. I wasn't sure, but yeah. So in that case, yeah, you use better tactics. That's super good. So you want high reconnaissance. But yeah, we'll go back to this later. Suppression, that's how bad good you fight resistance, and you can read through these yourself if you don't understand. I'm just trying to explain it manually. I mean, yeah, because I think it's good to me and to other people. And weight, I don't really care about, but it's like how much a unit. It's basically how much equipment you need to move a unit around, like with transport chips and stuff. I'm not sure if it actually has any other implications. But yeah, supply use, how much supply use per day. I wasn't sure it was per day per hour, but it says per day, so yeah, that's good. Reliability and extra, yeah, it's just so accidents don't happen. Your guns are, and planes and tanks and stuff don't break down on you. So yeah, true. You can read those, but it just don't matter. Soft attack, now we come to good stuff. This is basically how much damage your soldiers do. Hard attack is vehicles. So soft attack, it's how much damage you do per hour. Yeah, how many attacks per hour I see damage, but yeah. Hard attack is the same thing, but with the tanks do the hard attack, and also mechanized I think do it. Other stuff, yeah. I mean art and all stuff does a little of it, I think, but yeah. Air attack is versus air. It's like, yeah, basically. Much damage you do to air, and that's only useful when you're fighting, like you're invading France and they have air superiority. Then it's good to have air defense. Okay. Defense, that's how much of the soft attack you can avoid on defense. So yeah, you can only use this on defense. Breakthrough, is exactly the same thing by attacking. So when you're attacking, both if these two weren't a thing, both divisions would just be dealing their straight damage. But with on the defense, you will be ignoring damage, and this is how much damage you can ignore, I think. And on that attack, you can also ignore damage. And yeah, that's breakthrough. Tanks have good breakthrough. Defense, it's like infantry. Armor, that's how much. So I mean, okay, think like this: if your division has more armor than your opponent's division has piercing, so these go hand in hand, then your division will not, almost all the time, never be able to get beaten by your opponent. And if your opponent, so the attacking one is piercing and the defense is armor. So if I'm attacking, I have 20 piercing, and the tank is 20, the division has 25 armor, I will suffer major penalties. And I mean they're super major. So you don't want that. You need more piercing than your opponent has armor, and yeah, armor. So yeah, that's these two. Initiative. Oh yeah, you can Oh yeah, quicker it can reinforce into a battle, and quicker it gets planning done. Okay, so it's like, yeah, basically nothing. Entrenchment, how much it can entrench, combat with. This is important. Now back to the screen. Here, you see here it says 80. This is because I can attack from 2 tiles. So if we attack here, we'll see 120. So now we are attacking from both of them. I really think this is weird how it works. How many divisional elites will be able to fight from fast? Yeah, but it doesn't explain why it's the number that it is. Because I've always thought it's through the numbers you are attacking from, but maybe it's also from because this is how much you can use in total, and it's rounded. This is why rounding is. I'll come to that soon. Okay. So now wait. Okay, we are attacking. Fuck, that doesn't work anymore. Any more battles? Yeah. 80. We have 80, and we're attacking with 1 division. I think it's because we have two open. It's for every tile that's open, not that you're actually attacking on. That's good to know. I'm not thought of, because I've always thought, that's how it makes sense to me. So this one should have 120, 160 even. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It has 160. Okay, I'll gotta look into this more deeper. I tried to get the exact answer, didn't find it. Okay, but I would just okay, let's have an experience. This one should have 1, 2, 3, and this one should have 100 and what? 80. I would suspect it gets okay. In this fact, I would suspect it gets its base on 40, and then it gets additional 40 for this. No, then because 40, I know it's able to be as low. Okay, but yeah, that's how many divisions that can fight on the same time in this battle, and the other ones get put into reserve. So we gotta find a battle with reserves now. Yeah, here we have reserves. These are not actually fighting. These are waiting. Because we have low organization, you can see, but sometimes so we can like switch out and stuff. So yeah, and also we can look here at the tactics: close quarters storm, close quarters defense. So yeah, that's basically that stuff, the tactics reconnaissance we were talking about. Let's just add, this is not a good the build that I'm using. I'm just done something I did. So yeah, okay, let's go on. You also want to look at so yeah, combat widths. That's why you want 10 or 20 as combat width. Usually I can see you do something else higher, not lower than 10, at least 10 I would say. Okay, manpower, training time, infantry equipment. So manpower, how much manpower this division uses. Training time, how long how long time it takes to train them. This is the infantry equipment you will need for this division. Let's go into the divisions now. Oh fuck, I have. Oh yeah, we want to go back here. Okay. Space Marines, standard division. Not standard. It's extraordinary, but it's it's really good. You have max speed of 4. That's like the lowest you can have. You can have lower, I think, but yeah, basically. And the division moves at the speed of the slowest guy in the group. I'm quite sure. So that's good to know at least. HP has good HP. Organization it's over 40. I would say over 40 is really when it can qualify almost always as a good division because organization is really important. HP not that important. Over 160 is quite good though. 160 is quite good. This division won't really die. But nothing extraordinary so far. Recovery rate, yeah, fine. Recovery rate, reconnaissance because of this one. You really want to have recon company. If not, this will be at 0. I can see you not using it. It has other benefits with speed and stuff. But yeah, suppression we don't care. Weight don't care. Supply use don't care. Doesn't care. Soft attack 221. If we compare that to a normal division, it has 85. So this has like triple, and it's really good. So just good soft attack, and really good. Hard attack, it is good. Just 30 is good. Air attack none. We don't use anti-air. You can, I can see it. I wouldn't recommend it. Though I could, when I'm thinking about it, yeah, you could actually use it. In that case, instead of engineer, and I can see you actually not actually run. I can see you not actually running the engineer, but I think it's good. Okay. Defense, really good defense. Look at the 120 breakthrough. This is so good. These two, defense and breakthrough. This is, and we come to it soon. But this is really good. It's extraordinary. Let's compare it to this one maybe. It has better defense but less breakthrough. This means that this one will be better on offense, worse on defense for those stats. And 221. 200%, so yeah, it's better soft attack and a hard attack, I would suspect. Yeah, really good. Come down to armor 21.2. It's not that good. It's fine. It's fine. By what I mean is, this is if the enemy doesn't have anti-tank, it's good enough. And piercing, 30 piercing, I would say it's nothing special. Because most of the time you won't care about the piercing. Thing is, this division counter itself in a way, because the piercing is higher than armor. The thing is, if this division is up against itself, it's not. You can use so much better stuff to counter it. Like this division is weak to. I would say it's weak to a division we'll come to later, but yeah. So yeah, other stuff not important. Oh, this one, combat with 20. 20 is good because then you can use 4 of them and it gets to 80. That's something we gotta go, most of these at least. So yeah, keep that in mind. This is a standard, and the downside of it, it's expensive as hell, and that's why I use logistics. And but yeah, you can see it has big training time, costed a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you don't want to use medium, you can use heavy or too light. I would suggest medium, all the way until you reach this point somewhere in between here, because that's the point you want to use. Start to use heavy and then modern, or this one, you choose which one you prefer. And yeah, it's basically that one. Space Marines, yeah, that's it for this one. Panzer division, it's a standard Panzer division. There's 2 ways of doing a Panzer. One is 6-4 and one is 3-2, and the difference is the one has 10 components with and the other one has 20. I've used both. I can see why you want the smaller one, but why I don't think you should is because using a Panzer, if we say we have 80 combat width to spare, we have 3 of these and 1 of these, that's 80, but you have 3 of these and 1 of these, that's 70, and then you need to send another one up here to help and get it to 18. So it's much more microing going down in that, but otherwise they're the same. But one is half as good in some stuff. But yeah, basically it has, and it's, these are like, yeah, it's bad in some trains, good in others, but most of the time I would say this is a quick division. 12 move speed, that's like the highest you will get. You can get higher, I think, but yeah, it's the strong part is it's super high hard attack, bad defense, but look at insane breakthrough. This guy attacks like a monster, and with Space Marines at backup or another defensive division, you will not. This guy cannot really pierce through the enemy. Good piercing, bad armor. You don't really care about armor, though you have tanks and they are like, yeah, we have armor, So the good versus infantry, most of the time they will have good enough piercing by themselves with arty, so yeah, you won't really help. Okay, let's continue. SS division. Nothing extraordinary here. The thing is, what and here, just gotta say, it has bad organization, bad HP, and that's a bad thing with it. And one reason you could consider doing the half size, because you don't want to like get the unit killed. But let's continue the next one. This one it's like the opposite. It has insane HP and organization. It's over 70 organization. That's super good. It has high supply use though, and that's why you should consider logistics on this one. If you want it. And defense, you see defense. This guy is insane defense. It has bad soft attack, bad hard attack, and bad okay, good breakthrough. So this division is really for, I would say, flanking and then holding that space until better divisions arrive that can do pushes. So yeah, that's this division. I'm not going to go super much in depth, but one thing to keep in mind is good recovery rate. So, and that's like one of the big things that I like it when I do that kind of stuff. So I go in, I take it, the victory points, I hold it with motorized. The infantry, space marines, whatever, comes in and take control of those areas and just holds them, and then I can keep pushing. And they're also super quick, so you can move them from location to location between the front lines, as long as you want. It's very super quick, super nice division to have a couple of backup. Here we come to mountaineers. This is one thing I have. Oh, I haven't done anything here. Let's do engineers, recon. Oh, supply maybe. Supply. Let's see. Arty. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's have it for now. Give or take. That's not maybe the optimal, but with what I have, maybe I would say well, okay, you see, don't I have any art or anything else? This is the way you should actually build these guys, and I realized that while playing, because if these guys have bonuses for terrains, like marines and paratroopers have abilities, the bonuses get like halved if you use anything else. So yeah, that's why I've realized that. Thing is, these guys are like worse. This is worse in every way than the others, I think, but we're specialized in mountains. So if you're fighting mountains, yeah, this is a good start at least to build a unit. I would say 20 as well. I could actually see, this is one division I could see you go for 40, but that's like combining two of these, so yeah, you choose. And normal division, here comes to a standard division, 2 arty, some infantry, some guys here who don't need anything more. Maybe I could see a support anti-tank here. Your choice. That's what depends what you're up against. It's really standard. I would say this is worse than Space Marines, but cheaper. It's much cheaper, and because you don't have a tank and you have one more infantry instead on that, and all around, it's like, yeah, it's fine division. If you want a cheaper and you don't have tanks and you can't afford it and stuff like that. And these in the late game, this one is special because this you can switch out the rocket artillery. I've tried, and even add one more here. But then you go to 21, and that's a negative. But that's like you have 2 rocket. No, wait, you 2 rocket and 1 artillery still makes it on 20, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure. The thing is, doing that makes it so you can really have a support division that can really have good punching holes in front lines and stuff. So here's more art focus. It's this division I have here, my standard go-to. It's not the best. I've realized I found better in this one. Thing is, with this one you can go so detailed. You can do like that, and you can switch one out to you can rocket artillery, and you can do some really nice stuff with it. And I just feel like this is good still if you're going down superior firepower. And then if you're going down superior firepower, I've actually think integrated is better. I could see you going dispersed, but the thing is, you don't use enough on enemies except this one. Here you use as much, so I could actually see you going dispersed. But if you use 2 or less, I would say integrated cost. You will almost always use them in the support category. But yeah, that's I think that's it. So if I missed anything, leave a comment down below, tell me, and I'll remake the video. Otherwise, like the video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.